Hello friends, please like this video and subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon so that you will not miss any update.
Hello friends, welcome back. I'm your friend Darshan and today we will continue with our topic limits. So today I'm going to tell you an important thing for this entire syllabus of your 11th and 12th mathematics 2 part. So as I told you, calculus is a branch of mathematics which will cover more than 33% of your syllabus, and hence we have to understand the basic concept of calculus very thoroughly, and hence limits is very important topic, because once you get hold of limits will stand base for all the below topics. Yes, so once we understand limits thoroughly, then continuity is not a big problem. Limits and continuity, if you know very well, then differentiation and differential equation is not a problem. I forgot to mention differentiation and integration. These are two key topics in your mathematics 2, and this will cover 50% of your calculus weightage. Yes, so mathematics 2 will contribute to more than 33% of your calculus, and from calculus 50% will be coming from derivatives and integration and their applications as well. So yes, coming back to limits, let's start with the example where we left off last time. So it was x square minus 4 upon x minus 2, and we know the answer for this limit of function. Answer for this limit is 4. But before that, tell me the domain of this function. Domain of this function, that means the function where the function exists. So function will exist for all real values except for observe this and tell me what value of x it will not accept. Yes, except 2. So if x is equals to 2, we get the denominator as 0, and that is not applicable in mathematics. Okay, but when it comes to limits, limit x tends to 2, f of x equal to limit x tends to 2, x square minus 4 upon x minus 2. Result is not important. Yes, we know the answer. We will factorize that term and we will get the answer as x plus 2. We'll put the value as 2 and the answer is 4. That is okay. Result is not that important. What the concept is? So the concept is x tends to 2. What does x tends to 2 means? X is very close to 2. So what limit does this? Limit evaluates, or it understands the functionality of the function in the neighborhood of 2. Yes, so x tends to 2 means x not equal to 2 but in the neighborhood of 2. Neighborhood of 2 means if this is a number line 2, so neighborhood of 2 means value which are close to 2 from this side and this side as well. Yeah, so we will see how this function varies in the neighborhood of 2. So assume the value of x is 2.1, then value of x is 2.01, value of x as 2.00001. Okay, very close to 2. So if we put value of x as 1, we will get the value of function as, value of function will be 4.1. Yes, because if we factorize this, we will get x plus 2, right? Because x plus 2 into x minus 2 upon x minus 2, we will cancel this out and the value of the function is x plus 2. So if value of x is 2.1, value of the function will be 4.1. Similarly for 2.01, it will be 4.01. For 2.001, it will be 4.0001. Yeah. So the point is, as x is approaching closer to 2 from the right hand side, yes, from the right hand side, because on the number line, if 2 is here, 2.1 has to be here. Okay, 2.01 will be here, 2.001 will be very close to 2 here, assuming, I'm just assuming, it can be much precise than this. Okay, so the point is, as x is approaching from the right hand side very close to value 2, then value of the function will approach towards 4. Yes, 4.00001 is very close to 4. Let's see the behavior of function at this point. Now these values are approaching to 2 from the left hand side, so the value will be 3.9. so x plus 2, 1.9 plus 2 is 3.9. similarly this will be 3.99, this will be 3.9999. again, if you observe the behavior of the function at different values of x which are closer to 2, we can see as x is approaching very close to 2 from the left hand side, the value of function will behave similarly, that it will be also approaching towards 4. Yes, that is the observation. This is called the limits. That means when your x is approaching very close to the value from the left hand side, you will say that as left hand limit, like I told you last time. And when it is approaching towards approaching towards the value from the right hand side, you call that as right hand limit. And in both the case, you have observed that the left hand limit is approaching towards 4 and right hand limit is also approaching towards 4, and hence we can say left hand limit is equal to right hand limit. And if this occurs, you can say limit of a function exists. Clear? Now let's take a recap of what we have seen. This is a function and this is the limit of same function. Value of this function will not occur at x is equals to 2, right? Because x is equals to 2 is not in the domain of this function. But we can find the limit of such functions at point 2. That means when limit x is tending towards 2. Now you get my meaning. X is tending towards 2 means behavior of the function, limiting value of the function in the neighborhood of 2. Okay, in the neighborhood of 2. Now tell me, what should be the difference between these two limits? This is one limit and this is another limit. Okay, x plus 2 and this is x square minus 4 upon x minus 2. If you solve this limit using the factorization method, you will eventually get to this point. And ideally this should be the same thing, because value of this limit will be 4 and value of this limit has to be 4 again. Now, where is the difference? Yes, here is the difference. If you substitute the value of 2 directly into this limits, you will be arriving at a 4. And if we want to find limit of this function, if this is only function, then it does not require limits to solve it, because when x is equals to 2, it is already in the domain of this function. Yeah. Whereas if this is a function, x equal to 2 is not in the domain of this function, right? Also, when we plot the graphs of these two functions, let's see. So this is the point and this is a straight line. Yeah. When value of x is 2, value of y is 4, and this is the point on the number line. Whereas for this function, if we are going to draw this curve, it will be again similar. However, at point x is equals to 2, there will be an open point. It is an open circle. That means the function does not exist when x is equals to 2. This is the difference. This line is continuous, whereas this line is halting at this point because the function does not exist at this point. But when we are approaching from the right hand side and the left hand side, the value will be approaching very close to 4 or nearly equal to 4, and hence we say the limiting value of this function is 4, whereas in this case the value of function is 4. Got my point? So these are the two different things. Limit will give you the limiting value and function will give you the functional value. Now let's see a different topic, and this is a new thing for you today, which is algebra of limits. What is algebra? Algebra, plus, minus, multiplication, division, all the BODMAS things we will apply here in limits. So assume limit x tends to a f of x equal to L, and limit x tends to a g of x equal to m. Then let's perform some operations here. So the first operation is limit x tends to a f of x plus minus limit x tends to a g of x. What will this be? This will be nothing plus L plus minus m. So if limit is given in terms of addition, we have to simply add the limiting values. Second, addition, multiplication is done, addition, subtraction is done. Let's go to multiplication. Limit x tends to a f of x into limit x tends to a g of x equal to L into m. Then third, limit x tends to a f of x divided by limit x tends to a g of x will be L upon m, provided m is not equals to 0. Very important, because this will be a rational function. Fourth, limit x tends to a any constant k into f of x will be constant into limit x tends to a f of x. Alright, please write it down. Write down some notes as well. Notes will be like limit x tends to a of a constant value, does not contain any function. The answer has to be k. Okay. Limit x tends to a x. The answer will be, simply put the value of x as a. The answer will be a if it is a single function. Limit x tends to a root of x or cube root of x or any root of x, nth root of x. The answer will be nth root of a. And the last very important thing, limit of a polynomial function p of x will be p of a. Okay, note it down. So we have seen two things, left hand limit and right hand limit. Left hand limit means identifying the behavior of the function at a particular point when the value is approaching to that point from the left hand side. Similarly, for right hand limit, we will see the behavior or the functionality of the function at the particular point when the value is approaching from the right hand side of the limit. That means we are studying the limit in the neighborhood of that value of a function at a particular point. So we know if left hand limit is equals to right hand limit, we say limit exists. Listen very carefully. Now there are two things. There is a function, right, f of x, and there is limit of this function f of x. at a particular point x is equals to a and value of function at a particular point x equal to a. What is this value? F of a. And what is this limiting value? Also f of a. Now remember, if left hand limit is equals to right hand limit, I will write it here. Left hand limit equal to right hand limit is also equal to value of a function f of x, then we can say f limit exists and it is continuous. Very important. You will get maximum questions in your exams like this. I'm talking about the entrance exams like CET, JEE, NCERT. If left hand limit is equal to right hand limit is not equal to f of x, then we will say limit exists but not continuous. But if left hand limit is not equal to right hand limit, then we will say limit does not exist. Very clear. Understood? This is very important. I want you to write down all these three different conditions. 1, this is 2, and this is 3. So, why are we solving limits? Again, I am telling you this thing for the last time. We are solving limits because we want to get rid of those indeterminate forms. So like I told you, there are different indeterminate forms like 0 by 0, infinity by infinity, 0 into infinity, 1 raised to infinity, 0 to the power 0, infinity minus infinity, etc. So basically we will be focusing on these different indeterminate forms, and when this occurs in a function, we will evaluate the limiting value of the function, right? So now we have seen algebra of limits, the different indeterminate forms in limits, and the concept of limits, which was very basics. Let's start with some examples. Okay. So you know the sum of squares of n natural numbers. How do you calculate that? Limit. Suppose, for example, I want to find for limit x tends to 2 summation of r goes from 1 to n r square. So let's solve these limits. You must have studied in your 10th standard what is the sum of squares of n natural numbers. So it is n into n plus 1 into 2n plus 1 upon 6, right? So can we just substitute this value of 2? Yes, because if we are substituting, we are not getting any indeterminate form. So this is a straightforward example. So what can be the answer? 2 into 3 into 7. Correct me if I am wrong. Not 7, it will be 5 upon 6. Correct? 2 3s are 6, 6 is cancel. Answer should be 5. Limit x tends to 1, 1 upon x minus 1 upon x minus 1. Are we getting 0 by 0 form for this? 1 upon 1 minus 1 is 0, right? 1 minus 1 is 0. Oh yes. But if you carefully observe, if I am solving this limit like limit x tends to 1, if I rationalize this, 1 upon x minus 1 can be written as 1 minus x upon x, right? Upon x minus 1. Now, I will write it like this, limit x tends to 1, 1 minus x upon x into x minus 1. Correct. But it is still 0 by 0. Let me write it like this. Limit x tends to 1. Instead of 1 minus x, I'll write as minus of 1 minus x. Right? If I am taking minus as common, I will write x minus 1 as 1 minus x. No issues, right? You know, x is tending towards 1. That means x is not equals to 1. If x is not equals to 1, matlab x minus 1 is not equals to 0. Because x is not equal to 1. X is approaching towards 1. And if this is the condition, we can cancel this. 1 minus x is cancelled. And now we will substitute the value of x as 1. So answer should be minus 1 upon 1, which is minus 1. Okay? Note this down. Now write down the key example of this topic. Discuss the limit of. First you see what I am doing and then you solve. F of x is equals to x square plus x plus 1, 2x plus 1. These are the two different values of function for this domain. So 2 less than equals to x less than equal to 3, 3 less than x less than equal to 4. So the domains are given, the function is given, we have to discuss the limit of this function. Okay? Now recall the concepts of left hand limit and right hand limit. X square plus x plus 1. The domain is 2 and 3. All the values including 2 and 3. Because 2 is less than equal to x less than equal to 3. That means 3 and 2 both are included. So let's see at the extremity. We will approach towards 3 from the left hand side. So how can we write this limit as limit x tends to 3? If we are approaching from the left hand side, you will say 3 minus. Remember, whenever you are approaching from the left hand side, you will say 3 minus x square plus x plus 1. Let's put the value in this function. So it will be 3 square 9 plus 3 plus 1. The answer is 13. Right? Now let's look at the function 2x plus 1. So if you look at the domain, the value lies between 3 and 4, excluding 3 and including 4. That means the value of x is approaching towards 3 from the right hand side because 4 is greater than 3. Right? So let's approach to the value from the right hand side. So this will be 3 plus 2x plus 1. Let's put the value. 2 into 3 plus 1, which is 7. Now what can we say? This is your left hand limit and this is your right hand limit. As per the 3 rules, left hand limit is not equal to right hand limit, and hence limit does not exist. Correct? You will have to solve in your exams like this, and this is very important question for your entrance examinations. Again I am repeating. Cool? Note it down.